message offers our conscious minds ways to address our soul properly. Tranquility and psychological calm will only be achieved by believing in Almighty Allah. Islam is a religion of peace. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. We thank Almighty Allah for making us a Muslim and a believing one at that. Amen. On today's episode, we will be discussing about an ideal woman. We will be right back. Stay tuned.
The message. The program titled The Message will be coming on air every Friday afternoon between 1 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. The program is designed to explain doubts and nurturing convictions about Islam by addressing relevant topics affecting today's society. The lectures will offer our conscious minds ways to address our soul properly and strengthen our faith according to the Holy Quran. The message is a must-watch. Ma salam.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mariam Owodoni. Welcome to another exciting episode on the message this beautiful Jumat. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. We thank Almighty Allah for sparing our lives to today. May we continue to praise, worship, and thank Almighty Allah. Amen. As we all know that the message is a program dedicated to dismantling doubts and nurturing convictions by addressing relevant topics affecting today's society. This lecture offers our conscious minds ways to address our soul properly according to the Holy Quran. Islam is a religion of peace, tranquility, and psychological calm will only be achieved by believing in Almighty Allah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. We thank Almighty Allah for making us a Muslim and a practicing one at that. May we will continue to be so. Amen. On today's episode, we are going to be discussing about Eid. Yes, that is all we are going to be discussing because we are in the mood of celebration. We pray Almighty Allah spare our lives in good health and wealth to witness more of these days. Amen. I'm not the only one on today's episode. I have a guest with me. Yes, he's going to be doing justice to the topic on today's episode. We will be right back after this short break.
ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم ربنا واجعلنا مسلمين لك ومن ذريتنا أمة مسلمة لك وارنا مناسكنا وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم ربنا وابعث فيهم رسولا منهم يتلو عليهم آياتك ويعلمهم الكتاب.
Welcome back. We are just joining us on the message this beautiful Jumat. Yes, the program you are watching is the message on OSBC TV, Ile Awiye Okebale Oshogbo. And like I said earlier, that the topic we are going to be discussing on today's episode is Eid. Yes, because we are in the mood of celebration, and I have a guest with me here. He's going to do justice to the topic, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thanks for joining us on today's episode. Jazakallah khairan. Can you please introduce yourself to the viewers at home?
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Innal hamdalillahi nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiatil a'malina. Wa nashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. Allahumma salli salatan kamilatan wa sallim salaman taman ala sayyidina Muhammadin alladhi tananu bil uqad wa tafad bil qurrab wa tananu bil ragaib wa asnul mawatin wa istasqal gaman biwadil karim wa ala alihi wa sahbihi fi kulli lamhatin wa nafasin wa adadin kulli malumin laka ya rabbal alamin. Wa ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. My name is Muhammad Sadiq Adidiran, and on today's episode of the program, we are going to be talking about Eid al-Kabir, which we all know as the month of sacrifice.
Thank you very much. You know, when non-Muslims hear the word Eid, I know some will be wondering that what is the meaning of Eid? Can you please tell our viewers at home what is the meaning
Yes,
of Eid?
Eid in Islam simply means the celebration, and the word Eid al-Kabir simply means the celebration, or let me say the month of sacrifice, the month we all Muslims used to sacrifice to our Almighty Allah to show our belief, to show Him that He is the one and the holiness that we are all serving. To start with, what brings about this month of sacrifice? We are doing this in the act and the practice of our forefather, that is Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. Then when Almighty Allah ordered him to use his only son as sacrifice. And before that, what happened was that when Prophet Ibrahim was curious for a child, he went to Allah and he said, Rabbi abli minas solihin. My Lord, please grant me a child. Please grant me a glorious child. Grant me a child that I will be proud of. And Allah said, we have heard your prayer. And Allah gave him a son. So when time comes, when that son got to a matured age, Falama Balagahu Sanya, when that son got to a matured age, so God now appeared to Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam in dream, because God usually reveal message to his messenger through three means. The first one is through direct contact. He usually talk to them directly, or maybe he sent angel Gabriel to them, or he appeared to them through ruya, which we all know to the dream. So Almighty Allah appeared to Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam in his dream and said, "Oh you Ibrahim, want you to use your son Prophet Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam as sacrifice for us." So Falama Balaga Husaya, when that child has matured, so Allah ordered Prophet Ibrahim to use him as sacrifice. So when Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam wake up, he now went to his son and said, "My son, my Almighty Allah has ordered me to use you as sacrifice, as an act of ibadah for him. So what do you think we should do? What are we going to do?" Then Prophet Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam said, my father, do as your Lord has commanded you. Because whoever follows the will of Allah, there is a great reward for such a person. So Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam and his son, they now went to a place where they want to do the ibadah. So as Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam was trying to slaughter his son, Prophet Ismail, now Allah sent down to him a ram as a replacement for that son. And Allah said, what we told you on your dream is just we just want to know how believable you are. We just want to know the kind of faith you have. So that's what brings about what we Muslims are celebrating as a month of sacrifice. And this month of sacrifice usually fall on the 10th days of Zulhijjah, of the month of Zulhijjah, that is a day after Arafat Day. So that's what brings about its celebration.
Thank you very much. Yes. Okay, you said a ram was replaced. Is it a ram or a sheep that was replaced with the prophet?
Allah said an animal, a tremendous animal, a very big animal. So Allah replaced Prophet Ismail and alayhi salatu wasalam with an animal that is very big.
Okay. Okay. As Muslims now, if we want to celebrate, what type of animals are halal for us to use?
As a Muslim, Allah has made some animal and halal for us, while He made some as an haram for us. So amongst the animal Allah made as an halal for us is camel, cow, sheep, ram, and so among others, that animal that Allah make as an halal for us is, we have a dog. We Muslims, we don't eat dog, so it's an haram. So, and also sheep, pig. Let me say pig. So it's an haram in Islam. We Muslims, we don't eat it. So don't try to. So we can make use of either goat, sheep, ram, cow, camel, or as much as your power is, or based on the amount you can afford to buy the animal. So, and God was referring to Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam that Fasolli li rabbika wanhar, pray on the day of Eid and slaughter the animal. So the animal that God was referring to here is camel, which also means that we can also use camel on the day of Eid.
Okay, thank you very much. What is the significance of Eid to we Muslims?
To we Muslims, there are many significance of Eid al-Kabir. The first one is taqwa Allah. That is, Allah want to test our belief.
Okay.
So taqwa Allah means that how strong our belief is, because Allah will not what? He doesn't need the blood of the animal, nor does He eat the meat. He will not eat the meat. He will not need his blood for anything. But you only need the fear that we have in Him. So the first significance here is that we should what? We should fear Allah and follow His instructions and His commandment. Because we can remember that Allah commanded Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, and he followed that commandment. That's when God now replaced his son with an animal instead of slaughtering the. So another significance is that this Eid al-Kabir is bring about unity.
Okay.
It's
among we Muslims.
Yes, among we Muslims. We all gather at Eid, pray together. So it brings about unity. So another significance is that Allah wants us to continue our charity.
Okay.
So it enables us to give charity to the poor. That is on the when we slaughter our animal, we try to eat among it. We try to give out to the poor and the needy, then our relative. So that is part of zakat and charity giving. So we should, out of our Eid al-Kabir animal, when we slaughter it, we give 1/3 to the poor ones.
Okay.
We give 1/3 to the relative, and we also eat 1/3 of the animal. And this any animal that we slaughter must not use more than 3 days in our house, so it will have already spoiled. So don't let it be more than just 3 days
It's
before.
not as if you are going to kill it and say, I want to keep it, I want to start eating it
Yes,
for
yes,
a month or
yes,
2 months.
yes,
No,
yes.
that immediately it's being killed, you should take the one we want and we should share it to
Yes,
others.
yes, exactly. So another significance of this Eid al-Kabir is that it wants us to, as a child, we should follow the instruction given to us by our parents. We see that Prophet Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam followed the instruction given to him by his
That we
father.
should trust our
Yes,
parents.
that we should trust our parents no matter how, no matter what. We should try and trust them.
Because
And
they know better.
yes, so we should not be a disobedient child. So we should be an obedient one. We should follow the act of Prophet Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam. So another significant here is that it enables us to have more knowledge about what we have not known before. Because
Okay.
for instance, some people did not know what brings about it. So on that day they go to read, they pray, they hear the sermon, so they know what they have not known already. So those are the significance of Eid al-Kabir.
Thank you very much. Yeah. What are the lessons of Eid Kabir?
So there are many lessons that Eid al-Kabir taught us.
Okay.
Like I've said earlier, it taught us to have the fear of Almighty Allah. We should believe in the oneness of Almighty Allah. We should we should be an obedient child to our parents. We should also follow the commandment, any commandment given to us by Almighty Allah. We should follow any commandment given to us. So we should not be a disobedient one. And as a Muslim, this Eid al-Kabir taught us that we should be a cheerful giver.
You should not be stingy.
Yes, we should not be stingy. Don't slaughter your animal alone and eat it alone. So God does not accept that. You have to give out of the animal that you slaughtered. So there are many other lessons that it also taught us.
Okay, thank you very much. I want to ask a question. Okay, what if I'm a Muslim and I'm matured and I have the right to kill a ram on each day, but I don't have the money? Is it advised in Islam to borrow money to kill a ram on Eid?
If you are an adult that you're supposed to kill a ram on Eid day, but you don't have capacity, you don't have money, or let me say you don't have much, don't borrow.
Okay.
You have to watch. If you have the capacity, you can do it. But so far you do not have the capacity, don't bother to do it, because Allah does not enforce it on you that you must. He did not say you must. He said if you have capacity to do it, you can do it. But so far you don't have the capacity, you have to maybe wait till when you have another year, if by God's grace you have the capability. And another thing is that don't, because you want to slaughter an animal, then assuming you owns your landlord money to be paid after the Eid celebration, now you went ahead to buy a ram. So and you don't have any other means of paying the house rent. So after the Eid al-Kabir, how will you be able to what? How will you be able to pay it? So it's better you pay the house rent than to slaughter the animal and be sent out of the house after the celebration. And for instance as well, your children owns school fees at school. Maybe they will resume after the celebration. So you now use all the money that you have on you, you have used it to do the celebration. So after the celebration, they now sending your child out of school. So it's not proper. If you are an adult and you have the power, you can do it. But if you don't have the capacity, it's not by force. So you can wait.
Islam does not compel us that you must do it.
Yes, Islam does not compel it on us that we must do it. It's a matter of if you have your capability.
And another thing I noticed is there are some people, I know we are Muslims, it's only Islam that is perfect, but we Muslims are not perfect. We are just striving to be better. I noticed some people, it's not everybody, like they dress gorgeously to eat, some apply makeup. So are all these necessary?
I can say it's necessary, but because it's a celebration day, we are overwhelming, we are joyous, so we can wear a very gorgeous, but do not dress half naked in the name of celebration, because Islam does not permit that. So you have to dress very well according to the will of Allah. You have to dress according to how Islam taught us. Don't just wear anything to eat, so that will distract the attention of others that are praying. So wear something that is very valuable to eat. So it's recommended that we wear something good to eat on
but
day.
We should not overdo it.
Yes, then we should not overdo.
May Almighty Allah continue to make it easy on us. So what advice do you have for viewers at home concerning Eid as regards to we Muslims and our celebration?
So as regards to Eid and the celebration, the advice I can offer to us as a Muslim is that we should not overdo. So we should not do something that will be abandon our power. So do according to your capacity. So do according to your, don't in the name of Eid celebration and run into debt. So nobody will help you pay it. So don't run into debt because you want to do its celebration, because Allah does not force it on you. So do cut your clothes according to your size. So do as you are. So do as according to your capacity.
Thank you very much. Yes. And another thing I want to chip in is we should always remember that the best of those who are good are those who are good to their family. Yes, in the mood of celebration and all, remember to satisfy your family, because they are the ones that knows you and they are the ones that are your first responsibility. Yes. When you do it, I know Almighty Allah is going to provide more for you. Don't be good to outsiders, whereas you go out and start dashing people money for celebration. And those who are in your family, especially your wives and children, have not gotten what they will use for celebration, or they don't have what they will use for celebration. Please don't let us do that. Let's fear Almighty Allah in all our dealings. May Almighty Allah continue to make it easy on us. Please can you introduce yourself to the viewers once again?
Once again, my name is Muhammad Sadiq Adedero.
Thank you very much. Are you still schooling?
Yes,
Which school are you from?
I'm from Distinct Polytechnic Ecosim, Osun State. So I'm an ND student, and I'm also an Islamic student. I was brought and trained from an Islamic family. Yeah.
Thank you very much, and thanks for coming on today's episode. May Almighty Allah spare our lives till this Eid day, and may Almighty Allah spare our lives to witness more of Eid on earth in good health, wealth, and plenty peace of mind. Amen. My name is Mariam Owodune. This is where we'll be ending today's episode on the message this beautiful Jumat. See you next time, same time on the same station. Inshallah. Masalam.
ربنا واجعلنا مسلمين لك ومن ذريتنا أمة مسلمة لك وارنا مناسكنا وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم ربنا وابعث فيهم رسولا منهم يتلو عليهم آياتك ويعلمهم الكتاب والحكمة ويزكيهم إنك أنت العزيز الحكيم